Hi everyone, welcome back to another day in the life vlog. Today is Friday. I don't know the date.
13th.
13th, Friday the 13th. We should watch Friday the 13th tonight.
No, it's Michael Myers.
It's not Michael Myers. Is it Jason? Or his mum actually. I just spoiled Friday the 13th for everyone who hasn't watched it. It's his mum. Anyway, got up bright and early, washed my hair. I haven't dried it yet. I am going to have to make sure that I leave enough time every morning to style it, because I can't just shove it up anymore and leave it. So yeah, this is it when it's wet. I think I might go straight today, so I'm going to dry it and get my straighteners out, which I haven't used for ages, and straighten it. Although I fancy putting a little bit of a curl in it, because it's actually naturally a little bit wavy, but not by much. Yeah, so cooking the bacon, same old, same old. Checked the traps this morning, no mouse. So either the mouse has like gone, she disturbed our lovely life that we were living under the stairs, and I'm off and ran out of the house and gone, or they're just hiding. But I don't, there is no food out. We pick all the dog's food up, which we didn't do before. That's probably why the mice are here. The mice. Mark gets mad when I say mouses. Although he knows that I know it's mice. I just do it to wind him up. Yeah, picked up all the dog food and stuff. Made sure everything was swept and clean. Because I have a feeling that they've come in because they have access to food. And I think it's more Maisy's food. Because she just like takes the biscuits out of her thing and goes and eats in all different places of the house, and then you just find random biscuits everywhere. So I think it's her. So we've made a conscious effort to clean up every bit of dog biscuits that we can find. So I think that they have no food, so the only food that they have available is in the traps. So who knows? Anyway, gonna continue doing the bacon. Oscar's in here with the fire on. It's a very chilly day today. It's like winter out there. You okay, Oscar? He's wrapped up. You okay, Oscar? He's tired. It's Friday, you see. Anyway, I'm gonna continue doing this. The kitchen's a mess. There's loads of stuff to go to the shed, so I'm gonna ask Mark to get them to the shed, and then I can have space to make bacon sandwiches and such. I'll see you in a bit anyway. I'm gonna have another coffee. So that's my hair straight. I wanted to have a look at what it looked like straight, and yeah, it's good. It was so easy to style. It took a significantly less amount of time to dry it than my other hair, than when it was long. Yeah. And it's so easy to style. I found my hair straighteners that I haven't used in ages, so I found my hair straighteners and they work just as good. So yeah, I didn't have very long to do it because I'm in a rush because it's morning, but if I had a little bit more time to dry it straighter, then it would be more straight than this, and I just went over it with the straightener like really quick, not like sectioned it off like properly. But yeah, I just thought I'd wear it straight today to check out what it looks like. It's basically a bob, isn't it? A blunt cut bob. Anyway, Oscar's getting ready to go to school. What are you doing, Maisie, you crazy dog? She's hyper today. What are you hyper for? What are you doing? Jumping on the sofa like a crazy maniac. Yeah, Oscar's getting ready to go to school. Alfie's already ready, dressed, ready to go. So we take Oscar first and then Alfie. And then Mark's got a doctor's appointment at about 10:30. So he's gonna come home after the school run, potter about, then go to the doctor's. And I'm just gonna do some bits around the house. I need to sort out the kitchen. I'll tell you that in a minute. I'll get these kids to school and then I'll go through what I'm doing in the kitchen in a bit. So just wanted to show you my hair straight. looks all right. Easy to style, quite quick to style. Great stuff. Right, the kids have gone to school, so I'm going to get on with some jobs. Today's jobs are decluttering the kitchen and that big unit in the sunroom. I want to get rid of some cups and glasses that I don't use, and also go through all the cupboards in the kitchen and get rid of anything that I don't use there. So temporarily we're going to be reducing storage space in the kitchen because a lot of cupboards are coming out. Some of the worktop needs to be cut off, and yeah, we're going to lose some storage space, but it's going to be temporary while we buy a new kitchen. But half of the stuff I don't use anyway, so yeah, we're going to declutter the kitchen. We're also going to cut some of the counter top off. Kitchen worktop. Isn't the countertop American? I think that's American. I'm sure we say kitchen worktops, or yeah, I don't know. What do we call it? I'm sure it's not countertops in the UK. Anyway, whatever. We have to cut it in half, right? So I'll take you in there in a minute. I'm going to take everything off, everything out of the kitchen. I'm going to put it on this table when I clear it. These were in a box that a mouse got into. They haven't been damaged-ish. It looks like some of them have. This was my Father Christmas teddy when I was young, so we can't get rid of him, so I gave him a wash. Maisy's pudding outfit and mini ears, and this is really old. This was my grandma's, so I'm so glad the mouse didn't destroy it. But I've given him a wash, just in case, you know. Mice are, well, they're not necessarily dirty. They're actually quite cleaner mice, but they continuously pee, for one. They just pee all the time and poo everywhere. They just have no control over their bladder or anything like that. So anyway, I cleaned everything that was material, and we've got some things ready to go in the washing machine, but I thought these are all like similar colours, so I did them together. So I need to put them back in boxes. They dried really well in the sun as well. I'm quite impressed. I mean, I don't, yeah, big fat Santa's dry as well. Good job it was a sunny day yesterday. Had them out on the line. Oscar's pens and things that he was drawing with the other day, and just my little thing. I'm just going to take everything off, clear the table, put everything, like all the appliances and everything, on this kitchen table for a while. Some of them are going to stay because there's going to be no more room to put them in there, and yeah, so I'm going to give it a good clean, ready for Mark to dust it all up again by cutting things up. It's fine, and then I'm going to clean again, obviously, and then I'll show you the kitchen when it's like pretty much empty, and show you what we're actually going to do. So there's a wall coming out, you see. So currently there's a cupboard on that wall, and the shelves on the other wall that's coming out, so we need to take them down. And the kitchen worktop is also on a wall that is coming out, so it needs to be cut off. Exciting stuff. It's going to be really difficult to live in the next 3 weeks. It's going to be a challenge for 5 people to live in a house that is having construction work on. So this is the cupboard on the wall that needs to come off, because that wall it's sitting on is going to be destroyed. That little countertop, which is so American, I'm sure that's an American term, is going to be cut in half. So it's going to be cut about here, or maybe just a bit towards that wall anyway. These 2 cupboards are coming out. These are not drilled in or anything. So Mark is currently, he's got his drill out. He's going to take this off. So this one was full of food, and I've reduced the food right down so then it's manageable. We can keep things in the cupboard because they're not actually doing any work in the main kitchen. It's going to be all boarded up, so we can use this part of the kitchen fine. So we don't need to do anything with the food, which is good, until we actually have the whole kitchen changed. But one job at a time, people. So it's off. It was actually really heavy. So yeah, it was obviously a cream kitchen that you couldn't get behind. Yeah, so that's off. One job down. Feels very bright in here without that there. That cupboard was actually on the other side of the room. Do you know that? Yeah. It was on that wall. I looked at old pictures of them selling the house. And it was actually over there. They must have had to move it because they had a range, like a double oven thing. Range cooker. Is it called a range? Yeah. And that's why there was like, there's a hole left here, because one of the cupboards, that was actually a full cupboard where that is. But they cut half the cupboard in half to put a big oven there. And they obviously had to take away that cupboard because it was probably too close to the burners. Okay, so we have moved the coffee machine here. We've just left the bread bin there. We've cut off this, like I showed you before. Those cupboards are gone. They're gone. We've removed that and put it in the movable thing into the back room. We just need to take these down, and then later on next week the cooker's going. So for the next few days we're going to be cooking obviously in the cooker. The air fryer can stay away for now. Over here we have put the microwave because we'll be using the microwave too. So when the work's done, it will be the air fryer and microwave that we cook in when the actual work's done, because the cooker will be disconnected. Look at all this mess. This is what came out of the cupboards. We're just waiting for the dishwasher to finish so we can wash all this stuff. Everything is everywhere. It's a mess. Yeah, Mark's gone to his doctor's appointment. I'm just giving the dog a treat. And yeah, hang on. Just try to get it out. You got a treat, Maisy? Yeah. Where have you gone? Maisy? Maybe there. Right. I don't know where she is. Yeah, so it's a mess. Everything is everywhere. We have to get through all the washing of the stuff. We've only got a half dishwasher, so you know, when there's any extra it takes time. Right, really scary situation just happened. Right, so I just came on, didn't I, to say that I was giving the dog a treat, right? And the other day she had one of these, and they're like soft bones. They're like only little soft chewable bones, right? Like the squidgy. And she really struggled with it. Like she was like choking on it. So ever since then I've been opening them up, so they're more like little bits of it, right? Anyway, I just gave her one just a second ago, and then I went into the sunroom where she was, and she was like coughing and choking, and literally you could tell that she couldn't breathe, like, and she was like, I wouldn't say going blue, like her lips were a little bit like dusky colour, not like the normal colour. And I was like, God, she's choking on it again. Right, I'm not going to give her any more of these. I'm going to chuck them in the bin, because that's the second time that she's struggled to eat them. And I like, when I was like, oh, I'm struggling to get it out, what I meant was I was struggling to open it up, because I just thought that all you lot would be like, why is she opening a bone for the dog? But it was because she started choking last week. But this time she really was choking, so I'm googling how to help a choking dog, first aid, which there are websites, and by the time I'd like sort of googled it and like worked out what to do, she got rid of it. She was like coughing and stuff, well, she was like trying to cough. So anyway, I opened them so then she can like chew on like the ends. Anyway, I am it says, to avoid choking hazards, choose treats appropriate to size and breed and age of the dog. And these are like really small I mean, obviously she doesn't have like really hard bones. She's only a little dog. So, you know, I got soft ones for her. Anyway, I'm going to chuck them away. I'm not going to give her any more of them. But that freaked me out. Now my heart is racing. You worried me, girl. But she's alright. She's here. You coming up? Come on. She's alright. There she is. She's alright. Are you okay now? That really scared me. Anyway, yeah, today I'm gonna clip her hair. Look at her. She's like, why are you picking me up? Well, where are we going? Oh, go down. Okay. You're not having any more of those. Right, so I was stood in the wrong position. I think I might need to change. My God. I had to hold the wire out of the way. But I got completely covered in dust. Oh, right. That went up my nose as well. Oh, nasty. Did it go in my coffee? Better not have. Didn't. Oh, that's horrible. He's doing that shaky thing again that I discussed the other day. And I can't cut anything. Don't trust me with a thing. Even though I did do resistant materials. You did. I did woodwork in school, so you know. Right, so it's out.
Oh, sorry, excuse me, very dusty.
Dusty. It's out. Right. I don't know whether we're supposed to take these tiles off. Probably. But
It's no biggie.
yeah, but we're not doing that yet. I can't be messed. I just wanted to get this half done. Excuse the mess, which is my kitchen at the minute, and the noise. Right, it's 10 to 12, so I'm gonna go and take Oscar's medicine to him. And then I really want to go and find a parka jacket, so I might go into town for an hour into Lancaster and get, it's gone up my nose and into my mouth. It's disgusting. Yeah, I need to get a, I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to go into town to get a parka jacket. We'll see if I do, I don't know. So, we're in Lancaster. Mark can't get out. Jesus. So, Mark just struggled to get out of the car. I think I'm going to struggle to get out of the car. This is the smallest car parking spot in the world. Yeah, we we came into Lancaster because I want to have a look at a coat. So that's why we're coming to Lancaster. So yeah, we've just parked in the smallest car park imaginable. So on our way home, we went into Lancaster. We did some shopping, although I didn't buy anything. I bought some shoes to replace ones that I'm wearing, and that's about it. And yeah, went for lunch, and then I went to my mum's, and now we're going to pick up Alfie from school, and then Oscar. And there's the castle. That's Lancaster Castle. I don't know if you can see it in this sort of sunny weather. It's quite warm today. It's nice, isn't it? So we're back home now. I picked up the kids. It is 3:30. I am getting prepared to clip Maisy. For her haircut, I use a wireless trimmers, and I got them from Amazon. They were quite cheap. Yeah, I got them from Amazon, and I've had dog clippers before that were wired. I think I've still got them in here, and they weren't great. Not because they were wired, just because they weren't a great brand, but the wireless ones are so much easier anyway. This is the one. So they're designed for dogs and cats, it looks like. Why would you trim a cat? Yeah, so they're wireless. I just need to charge them because there's nothing worse than being halfway through clipping a hair and it dying on me. So that's its charger. I've got some, I'll show you the rest of the bits that I've got, but I'll just put this on charge. This dog is not stupid. She knows exactly what I'm doing. She saw me take them out and she's getting excited / worried about it because she's ran straight to Mark. She knows that I got the dog clippers out. So I use scissors as well. I got, I think it was like a dog clipping scissors set. I use, for a head, I use a normal comb to hold the hair in place while I trim it. Sometimes it's not like the same length. She's a dog, she doesn't need like professionally cut hair, but I do the best I can. And round her ears I also use scissors because I'm worried about nicking her ears and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to charge this and I'll get back to you when it's all charged and we're set up. So I'm ready to start clipping her, but I've decided that I'm just going to do the scissor cut first because that's charging. I usually do that first, but I thought I'd get a head start, do round her face, get it all nice with scissors. I've got two forms of scissors, normal like hairdressing scissors, and these like rounded edges ones. These are good so you don't like spike her with the end of the scissors. So as you can see, they're like rounded. I've just got like a little comb, just a standard comb. I keep all these in a box, by the way. These are her hair cutting scissors and things, and comb. So I just like comb up bits of hair and like cut it on the comb like you would do normal hair. So she is sat down here. I think she has an idea that she's going to have a haircut. She's coming up to me. I've got a table here, so it is much easier to keep her on a table. So I've got a little table, I'm sitting down, and we're going to see, she's wandered off, if she manages to get through the haircut. So bear with me, I'm going to turn around. Okay, so she's on the table. I don't know if you can see her. Let's put that down. Right. You don't like having your hair cut round your face, do you? She doesn't like this part. Stay still. I'm just like literally trimming bits off, and I'll worry about length later. And she moves her head a lot. Her body she doesn't move so much of. This is where this comes in handy. There's a knot there. Oh. Oh. Good girl. Good girl. So round her ears, I like to grab the end of her ear and make sure I know where her actual ear starts and the hair like starts off her ear. And I sort of hold her ear in place using these ones and just trim in like a triangle shape round her ears. Yeah, she's having her hair cut. She's a very good girl. Eventually she'll get really annoyed and run off. She'll just suddenly go, I've had enough of this. And then you have to go chase her. And then we have to get the second adult in. Just stay still. Stay still, girl. Right, so I managed to do one of her ears. Not fully, because she keeps trying to get on my knee and then her head's too close to me. But we're dealing with a moving target, hence the scissors. I mean, humans obviously sit still. And I don't know how dog groomers make the dog sit still. But they seem to manage it. Yeah, so we're dealing with a moving target. So she's got loads of hair just behind her ear on her neck, which I lift up her ear like this. Can you see all that hair? I literally just go and cut it all off. But she's sat in the wrong direction for that ear at the minute. So we're going to have to keep moving direction. So I'm going to have to move my chair that side. I'll move you as well. Over the other side, so bear with me. Stay. Stay. Good girl. You've been very good. Just move you back. Let's get to this ear. The problem is that I'm right-handed. So it's very difficult to do that ear. I don't know if she's in shock, but you're looking very beautiful, girl. Yes, you are. Let's turn you right round. She doesn't like to be too far from me. That's good. That's a good position, Maisie. Good girl. Good girl. And sometimes, when she gets a bit annoyed, we start getting treats. So we get the second adult to continuously feed her tiny little biscuits and break up chews like really small, because we're giving her every like 30 seconds or something. But she's been very good at the minute. But like I said, she'll suddenly go, right, that's it, I've had enough. Now keep still. This is the most difficult part around her eyes and her nose, because she moves constantly and we're dealing with her eyes, and you have to be dead gentle. Good girl. You're doing very well. Yes, you are. You are doing so well. Right, I'll come back to you again in a minute. Okay, so I'm kind of finished her face. As you can see, it's choppy, but you can see her little eyes now. And the most difficult part is getting rid of like matted hair around the eyes, or like around the chin, because they can get matted hair around here. There's one here. So you have to sort of separate it from the beard and just like chop it off. And if it's too close to the skin, I just leave it. The hair will grow, and then you just chop the mat off when it grows out. So it's a choppy look. And also what I do with her face is I do it over several days. This time I'm not going to be able to, because she's going to my dad's house. But I'll just keep the scissors close by, and when she's sat nice and quiet on the sofa or something, I'll just quickly pick up a piece of hair that I've missed and just snip it, and like that. Just keep an eye on what I've like missed. But I think she's done a good job here. She's done a good job. She sat nice and quiet, so I could get like quite close to her ears. Be dead careful. It's all right, Maisy. Oop. There we go. That's a big hair that I've missed. Don't want to get too close to her ears. There we go. Look at the camera. You're looking lovely. Well done. So what I also do is trim her tail with the scissors. This is a little bit more difficult because she likes to sit while she's having her hair done, and she likes to get dead close to me. But she has to turn that way for this. And she ideally needs to be stood up, but we'll give it a quick trim of what I can get to. It's very difficult when she's sat down. Same thing like with her ears, where I feel for a tail, hold on to a tail so I know what not to trim, i.e. trim off a tail, which would just be terrible. That's the only thing I'm worried about when I'm clipping her, is that if I hit her skin or something, or I like, yeah, get too close with the scissors. So I'm like really mindful when I'm cutting with scissors. And when I finish this, I'm going to get the trimmers out and I'll show you that. Before I put you on the stand, I'll just give you a look at Maisy. She's doing very well. She's fairly tidy. Anyway, look at how messed up I am. Yes, that's all your hair. Now we're going to go in with the clippers. So, bear with me, I'll just put you on the tripod. Right, so this trimmer is just like any other head trimmer. I just use this without a guard. Now, if you want longer hair, which I prefer her to have shorter hair, then there are guards. I do like a fairly close cut. It's like a men's #1. Just watch. I'll show you. I do it lightly. I don't push down. I don't shave up the hair. I go with the hair growth. And I don't like dig it into her, if you know what I mean. So then it's not like fully shaven, but it is quite a short cut. She's ran off. I was doing the back legs and she ran off. There's so much hair, like mountains of hair. So I'm gonna have to like push it up. There's loads on the floor and everything. It's a pain because you have to really sweep it up. I should have gone in the back room really. I've just got hair all over me. Come on, Maisy. Come on. It's almost done. Go now, Maisy. You're done for today anyway. You're done. I'll get you back later for a bath. Okay? You're done. You can go. You can jump off. Come on then. See Alfie outside. Should we go out? So the dog's finished for today. She's had enough, although she was really, really good today. Might be because the camera's on. I don't know. She was really good. So she's done for the day and I am like full of hair. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to change. So that's Maisy all done. I've got into my pyjamas, I might as well. I got out of all the hairy clothes and got in my pyjamas. She's pretty much done really. She really hates her legs being done. I've tried my best. There's one leg that has still like longish hair on it. There is a bin. I took it into the sunroom. It's on the chair. It's got all Maisy's hair in it. Yeah, what was I saying? She's got like one leg that has like some long bits on. But yeah, she's pretty much done. I might just go in there when she's calm again and just tidy up a few areas. But yeah, she's pretty much done. Anyway, yeah, so I don't bath her before. It's not like where we have our hair cut. We wash it and it's wet when we cut it. She gets cut dry and therefore I wash her after the cut. One, because it's easier for her to dry with short hair. Two, if she has any mats, like matted hair, just it's like a sponge. It sucks up all the water and it is impossible to dry, like impossible. It will not dry at all, and it's really difficult to clip off anyway when it's wet or dry. So it won't dry for days and days and days, and it can irritate the skin if they if the matte hair holds water. So yeah, that's I do it when she's completely dry, and then I'll give her a bath with nice soothing shampoo. I buy quite expensive shampoo for the dog. She has more expensive shampoo than me, and then because her hair's dead short, she doesn't really need a hairdryer on her. She'll dry off. I'll probably do it tomorrow morning now, because she'll want to sit on the sofa tonight. So what I'll do is I'll give her a bath tomorrow morning, and then she'll go outside. Hopefully it's fairly warm, and she'll just dry off naturally, and we just keep her off the sofas and stuff, which is easier to do in the daytime than nighttime. So yeah, that's it, her haircut. So yeah, Mark's gone out to take Oscar and Oliver to Grandad's house, so they're staying with Grandad because there's a lot of work being done in the house tomorrow. We're moving the fridge and all that jazz. More noisy stuff going on in there as well, and Oliver doesn't like the noise, so he doesn't want to stay here, and Oscar just wants to see Grandad. So fair enough. Alfie, the home boy, is staying, and yeah, so we're going to do some more work tomorrow. I am pretty exhausted now after that very, very busy Friday. But yeah, I'm just going to wait for Mark to come back, and then we're going to have a nice relaxing Friday evening.